So I went on a first date last night, and I need to know, what is wrong with you? Truly. I've never seen anything like this in my life. But before you tell me I'm overacting, let me explain. And as always, if you like my stories, like to hear about my awful dating life, feel free to drop me a follow, and let's get right into it. So I matched with this girl on Hinge about a week ago. Cute girl, let's call her Lady. And like I said before in a previous video, I've been taking Hinge a little bit more seriously. So I have my non-negotiables on there. Have to have your own apartment or house. Can't have kids. Pretty simple. I still feel like the bar is in hell. And she actually ended up matching with me and sending me the first message. She sent me a message and it said, I checked all your boxes. I didn't even know what she meant at first, so I asked her and she said, I don't have kids, I have my own place. And we started talking from there. Again, for about a week, and conversation was fine, nothing special. Vibes were good, so I asked her if she wanted to go out last night, and she said yes. She told me she didn't have a car, which normally would be a non-negotiable, but we live in Chicago. It's not that abnormal to not have a car. And sent me an address and said, can you please pick me up for our date? So I said, of course. So I get out of work yesterday, go hit the gym, go home, shower, and get ready for our date. I start heading out to the address she sent me. And I'm getting closer, and I see no houses, no apartments. But I'm like, you know what, whatever. I pull up, and I'm in a strip mall. Strip mall's got the trio, the tropical smoothie, Chipotle, Starbucks trio. It's got a thrift shop, a nail salon. I'm not seeing any apartments, houses, anywhere. I pull in, text her, tell her I'm here, ask her if I have the right place, and she goes, yes. So I say, which one is your apartment? She goes, oh, I'm actually in the nail salon just finishing up. Do you want to come in and wait for me? So I go, very odd, but sure. I walk in the nail salon, and she's sitting there, getting a pedicure done. Looks up, hey, nice to meet you. So I walk on over. Nice to meet you too. My name's Christian. She's like, I'm so sorry. I thought I would be done by now, but it should only be like 5 to 10 more minutes. And we're doing a little bit of chit chat. She's telling me she's excited for dinner. She's excited to meet me. It's an awkward way to meet someone at a nail salon. I did not see this coming. I thought I was picking her up from her apartment. And as we're talking, she casually drops in, hey, it's going to be about 120. Is that okay? And I stop for a minute. I go, huh? I just give her like a confused look. And she goes, pedicure's going to be about 120. I just wanted to look really good for you. Is that okay? And it clicks in my brain. Oh, you want me to pay for your pedicure? That's what I feel like you're trying to tell me right now. So I finally say like, oh, you want me to cover it? She goes, well, yeah, I'm getting ready for a date for you. So I go, yeah, you know what? Sure, that makes sense. I'll cover it for you. She goes, good, you can pick out the color then. And the lady finishes scrubbing her feet or whatever. I'm not trying to look at her dogs. I'm good, not my thing. And then walks over with like a book of nail colors. I picked literally the third one I saw. Like the third one over, I picked a pink color. It looked like pink. I don't give a shit what color your nails are. But as I'm picking out the nail color, I also go, why don't we add a few things? And the worker's ears perk up immediately. And she brings me the book over. The book of pedicure editions, I guess you would call it. And I see her option. Deluxe pedicure, $120. And I go, well, what about the wax dip? Did you get the alkaline and the callus peels? Like, if we're doing this, we might as well do it big, right? I swear to God, Lady's eyes just turned into money bags. Like you would see in a cartoon. Like Donald Duck seeing money. Mr. Krabs seeing money. Oh my God, great idea. Yes, we totally should. So I go, okay, yeah, you know what? Why don't we do that too? And then we'll paint your nails. You like this pink? I picked it out for you. I love that pink. It's amazing. Thank you so much. I can't wait for dinner. And I tell her, okay, I'm going to go sit up by the front. I'll let you do your thing. Come find me when it's time to pay. So I go walk up to the front, sit in the reception area, and wait about 10 minutes. I walk back once to see how it was going. I just wanted to see if she was already painting her nails. And she was. And I'm talking to her, and Lady's like, how do you like them? Do they look so good? And I'm like, yeah, your feet look great. Thank you. And as I'm talking, I'm doing the pat thing. Like I'm patting my pockets, checking around, and I'm like, oh my God, I'll be right back. I left my wallet in the car. She goes, okay, no problem. I'll see you in a minute. I walk out of the nail salon, walk to my car, sit my ass right down in my seat, and I drove away. I left her in the nail salon. Because why did you think if I was offering to take you out to dinner, you thought I was going to pay for, at a minimum, $120 plus tip for you to get a pedicure? I don't even like feet. I'm good. What is wrong with you? Who raised you? And before anybody comes to me in the comments and say, Christian, that's fucked up. Why would you leave her there? Why would you add on things? Why would she invite me to pay for her nail salon? Yeah, was it a little messed up? Maybe. What are you going to do about it? Maybe she'll learn a lesson. God, free will feels amazing. But you should have seen the amount of texts I got from her last night. Like I told you, I left the nail salon. I'm driving away. I'm still going to get dinner. I still want to go get dinner. So I'm going to my reservation. I ended up eating by myself, sitting at the bar, having a beer, watching the Thunder and the Spurs game. But as I'm driving there, my CarPlay is lighting up every 5 seconds. Lady, 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 lady. I had to block her by the time I got to the bar. I'm having so much fun with this new free will thing. I'm sick of being taken advantage of. But let me know if I was wrong. Let me know if I was wrong to leave her there.
You know, ladies, that's why I always say don't play men. Like don't play with guys, because when women play with guys, there is still a bit of emotion. We still go a bit more gentle, a bit softer, I find it. But when men figure that out, they coming at you just pure logic, no emotions, completely to destroy you, completely to mess you up. This is why guys, I find they will always win if they figure out your game and they know that you're playing them. And this is exactly what he did. So this is why playing games with guys doesn't work either, because if he sees that, he's gonna come at you and you're not even gonna sniff it, and you're gonna be crying a river, left, as we say in Lithuania, left on ice, crying a river. So fair enough. You know, he didn't have to play her like that, but it's a guy. Guys are cheeky. I grew up with cousins. They were all full of all of it. So, that's how I learned. Don't play with guys because we're gonna play, we will run circles around you and you're gonna be done. So, yeah, that's what I think. And it's hard. It's hard to I think we, like in today's society, we are both in the wrong because women are behaving ridiculous, men are behaving ridiculous. This is why we're having this kind of ridiculous dating situation. So, yeah, actually, I remember another story just quickly before I go. My friend went on a date with a guy. He took her to a very nice place. And during the date, she basically told him she likes guys that are big and muscly, and the guy was really skinny in front of her. He, after a while, excused himself to the loo and he disappeared. However, he still paid the bill. So just be nice. Be nice. Be high value and be nice. That's all you need to do. Like games, leave it behind, because if guys will play you, you're gonna be the one crying. So no games. And if you would like some one-on-one coaching, please check the link in my video description and we can take it from there. Lots of love, Greta.